Have you had to or do you need to take a sub day during distance learning and are wondering how to prep for it? There's so much information that needs to be given to the sub, but is a Word document really the best way? In this video, I'm going to show you how to easily prep for a sub during distance learning. Hi guys, my name is Blanca from TeacherTechFiles.com and I'm a learning strategist from Las Vegas. And on this channel, we talk about how to simplify technology for teachers and also how to be successful on Teachers Pay Teachers. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, make sure that you hit subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. As a learning strategist, I have the opportunity to talk to many of the teachers from my school, and one of the biggest challenges that keeps coming up is how to prep for a sub while we're doing distance learning. Prepping for a sub while we teach virtually seems extremely daunting. There are so many links that are needed throughout the day, and trying to figure out how to organize them for the sub in a way that they can easily follow the plan is actually really tough. Sometimes it feels like it's easier to just work through the day than to request a sub at all. But teachers shouldn't have to forego their days off. Whether you want it or need it, you should be able to take it without needing a whole afternoon to plan for the sub. So then I got to thinking of ways to solve this problem. It seemed to me that the easiest way was to somehow put all the links together in one central location so that the sub didn't have to be searching everywhere for the links that they needed for that day. A dashboard view is basically one page that links out to everything that they'll need for that one day. Whenever I go to the store and I'm looking through all of their planners, I always seem to prefer the ones that have like a dashboard view. And so I modeled these lesson plans after that. We jumped over to my computer to show you what it looks like. So your sub would receive something that looks like this. It acts just like a normal website and they'd be able to click on all of these links that they might need for the day. To get this to your sub, all you'd have to do is share a simple link with them, and I'll show you how to do that in just a minute. What's great about this is that everything the sub needs for the entire day is right here. What's really cool about these sub plans is that all of this is live for your sub. So if you're going through it and just kind of checking the links and you click on it and you say, okay, there's my sub plans, everything looks good. Let's make sure my reading plans are linked correctly. And then you realize, oh no, I accidentally linked the same exact document twice. Normally you'd have to email the sub and say, I accidentally made a mistake, here's the correct plans. But with this option, all you'd have to do is update the original document. So let's say, for example, we need to change that reading link. I'll go to my Google Drive and find the correct one that I want. Maybe it's this one. I'll just click on Get Link and copy that link. And then I'll go to the original document, which is the one that you make or you end up purchasing. Find the words that you want to link. And you can either do the button up here at the top where it says Insert Link, or you can do Control K and then paste in the correct link. Now your sub will have it updated automatically if it's refreshed. Let's say that I click on that and now they have the correct document that they were supposed to have instead of the duplicated document that I had accidentally linked. Now you can make your dashboard view look any way that you want, but I left mine fully editable so that when I shared it with the teachers at my school, they were able to organize it in a way that fit best for them. In our case, most of the teachers at our school filled it out by using our daily schedule. But if you teach in middle school or high school, you could fill it out by using your class blocks or different periods or any way that makes sense for you. Creating a lesson plan dashboard is super easy. I used Google Slides to create mine and just used basic shapes to design the layout. If you want to make your own subplan dashboard, it's actually really simple and I'll show you how to do that now. We'll start off with a blank slide like this one, and I've already changed the background color. And then we're going to just start adding some shapes in. So for the welcome to our class, I'll go ahead and go to the shapes. And I like this rounded rectangle one. I think it's a little bit less jarring than the regular rectangle. I'll just add that to the top. And since all of my shapes are going to have the same colors, I'll change the colors in the end. So there's the first basic shape. For the date, we need another basic shape, and I like this one right here that looks like a little tab. And then we just go ahead and drag it over, make it as big as you want. I also added a section for you to include your Google link or your Zoom link, so I will add that shape right here in the front. I kind of like to decorate it by putting in a picture that just kind of matches the theme of the month. So I did that by adding a circle and then just layering that one up at the top like that. For the days, we went ahead and used the same basic shapes. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the one with the tab, the round, same side corner rectangle. And It'll be somewhere around that size. Next to it, I got a little fancy and we went with the one with the little tails, this one on the end. Round diagonal corner rectangle. Try and make it the same size. I'm gonna have to adjust that a little bit right now. There we go. And then behind it was a rounded rectangle, which I did a little bit smaller on all sides. And then to push it back, you can right click and click on order and send backwards. You can also do the control and the down arrow button. So that's kind of our basic shapes, and now we can adjust the look of it. So like this, for example, I can just duplicate a couple times because I need 3 of them. And then I'm gonna select them all and move them towards the middle. Okay, and then I know that I need 3 more, so I'm just going to duplicate those and bring them down. And that's kind of our basic subplans. Now I can go ahead and make it look the way I want it to look. So I'm going to select them all, and I want them all to have a white background. The border weight, I go with about a 4, and then I change the color to a light gray. The text that I used here, you can pick your favorite one, but I like this one that's Oswald, and I also like this Comforta text for the middle. And then over here in the circle, you can just add your picture, which I'm gonna have to bring to the front, order bring to front. And there you go. That's how I created the basic dashboard view. Once you like your layout, all you have to do is start inserting the links that your sub will follow. The best part is that once you have it all filled out, Google Slides lets you download it as a PDF and then easily email it to your sub. If you ended up purchasing the one that I have on my TPT store, then you're going to have all these other slides on here. So you want to remove them before you share it with your sub. Because if you share it as it is right now, then they're going to get all of these blank ones too. So my suggestion is to make a copy of this and keep a blank copy of all of them, and then edit the one that you need so that when you're ready to share, you can just delete all the other ones and you'll have the one you want to share. So since we don't need any of these other 40 or so, I'm going to delete them. And that leaves me with just the one that I want to share with my sub. Now to share it with my sub, I have 2 options. I can share it as a website like I showed you before, or I can download it as a PDF. So to download it as a PDF, all you have to do is go to File, Download, and then PDF. And when you open it, you will get something like this. This is something you can email it to your sub, and all of the links will still be clickable for them. If you want to share it as a website, the way I showed you in the beginning, then you're going to go to File, Publish to the Web, and you can adjust these settings, but they really don't matter since there's only one slide. So all you want to do is take this link right here and copy it, and that is the link that you would share with your sub. So if I was to give that to my sub right now, it would look like this, and this is what they would get, which again has everything clickable for them, ready to go. It's not a weird file format or anything like that, so your sub will be able to start using it right away. Trust me, they'll be so happy to receive a simple to follow infographic versus a long and boring Word document. Now, as you can see, my subplan dashboard is really easy to read and easy to understand, and if you love that, that's awesome. But if you are looking for something that is a little bit more detailed, I do know that my friend Tabitha at Flapjack Resources does offer one that has more options to it. So if that is something that you're looking for, you can head over to her TPT and see what options she has for you there. Like I said, you can totally create your own sub dashboard all by yourself because they're super simple to create. But if you want one that's already made for you, you could always click on the description box where I linked the ones that I created in my TPT store. To make it a little more fun, I even created different seasonal dashboard views so that you can use them throughout the year. I hope this video was helpful for you, and if you do end up creating your own dashboard view, I would love to see it. Just tag me on Instagram under Teacher Tech Files. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my other teacher tech tips or Teachers Pay Teachers videos. You can start by watching this video where I showed you how to open all your tabs with one click, and it'll save you a lot of time in the morning, or this other video that you might find interesting. But until next time, don't forget to be kind to one another, and I'll see you in my other videos.